everyone, this is Mrs. Patel Dame teaching you how to use the Bunsen burner. So first, you just want to check to make sure the Bunsen burner is set up correctly. On the bottom, there is this little screw. You want to actually just tighten it, barely tighten it, and then put your thumb at one section and just give it a quarter turn in order to open it. So again, that's going to make sure it stays open. To repeat that, I'm going to tighten it just barely loosely, put my thumb at one section of it, and then open it up a quarter of the turn to open that section up. Next, I want to make sure the barrel is opened up. So if you take a look here, you can kind of see a little bit of an opening with that brass piece. And you just want to barely see that brass piece. So you should see the threads plus that brass piece open right there. Next, you'll go ahead and plug it into our gas outlets. So when you plug it in, say for example, I'm plugging it into this one, notice that it is first of all, it's a little tough to plug in, but it's a little haphazard. The wire or the tubing is kind of just all over the place. So I can rotate this tubing as much as I need to in order to make sure that it lays flat. So, or I can just move it around like that. So no matter what, just make sure that, again, it sits flat. So this is not safe. That is safer. Next, you want to make sure you fill up a small beaker, like maybe a 50 or 100 ml beaker with some regular old tap water. Safety-wise also, you want to make sure you have no loose articles of clothing. So I took off my jacket. I also took off my lanyard. If you're wearing a sweatshirt, we also have to have you take that off as well. So make sure you have a t-shirt on underneath. We also need goggles on as well. So to operate your Bunsen burner, this can be done by one person, but sometimes it's helpful to have two. One person to open this up, open up the gas valve, and the other person to use the matches. So if you're not familiar with matches or if you're not used to using them, we'll be using them every so often here in this class just to get used to it. The gas valve should be parallel to the tubing, and you should listen in for some sounds of gas coming through. Next, I'm going to just light it like that, blow out the match, and quench it inside of the beaker of water. And then this match can just get thrown away. To adjust the flame height, I can adjust the screw down at the bottom. A few inches is okay. And you also want to make sure the flame is blue throughout. Sometimes as we use the Bunsen burner throughout the year, you might see some other chemicals in there, and we can kind of just shake it out a bit just to get rid of it. But for right now, this flame is fairly blue. The hottest part of the flame is in that center cone as well. To turn this off, you just move the gas valve perpendicular to the piping, essentially, and you might just want to blow out just like a candle if any more flame exists. So again, to turn it on, move this valve so it's parallel. You'll listen in for some gas, and then you'll light it. Blow out your match, quench it inside your tap water, and then you can throw away your match. Again, to turn it off, just go ahead and turn that part off, and you might need to blow out the center like a birthday candle.